is all screwed up and won't let me go live. So I'm doing it on YouTube. Follow this link to watch. The replay will be there too. Okay, so we need a link. How do I get a link? End stream? Is this a share stream? Yay, share stream. Absolutely. That's what we want to do. Okay, so for those of you who, I don't think there's anyone here right now. Oh, this is so perfect. Okay, share in a group. I've never done this before, but this is amazing right now. There we go. Yes. So we're going to do that. And then I'm also going to copy this so that I can do that. This is so fun, guys. If anyone's here already, I kind of doubt you are. I want to, before I post this, I want to kind of see how this shows up. We've never done it like this before. Okay, so I'm doing it on YouTube. Okay, so let's make sure this works. When I click that button, it goes to YouTube. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, I'm watching me live. Okay, so. Oh, there's my toilet. Secret. The bathroom has the best lighting in the house. So I didn't want you to know that. And I try to edit the toilet out. Is this maybe not that way? Since I figure you guys are still kind of coming in. There we go. Okay. All right, perfect. I'm going to end this and then come back over here so I'm not getting the feedback of me. When you arrive, if you could please let me know you're here because this is new to me and I don't think anyone's here yet. So I'm just going to kind of chat a little bit and hope that we wait for people to get here so I don't have to repeat myself a lot. Please tell me in the comments when you're here, especially you, Jill, because I know that Deb doesn't have access to the Facebook group, so I'm not sure if she'll see this. So there will be an email that comes out about this, but I'm hoping that you guys can help me disseminate this information a little bit. So much has happened, and I want to talk about all of it. Oh, hi, buddy. I have a friend up here. Since nobody's here yet, let's look at my friend. Come here. Oh, look at this little guy. How cute was that? Oh, what's on your head? Ew. This is my berry. This is my berry boy. And he's so sleepy. I think he might actually hang out on my lap, which is saying a lot because he's generally a Delia's cat. He doesn't like the rest of us. So let's do this live with Barry. Oh, he's going to take a little snooze. I think that's so cute. Okay, let's get started. So I'll start with information that's pertinent for everyone and give Alaska people maybe a little bit more time to get in here. So t-shirts, I'm wearing a t-shirt to remind me. The t-shirts have shipped. I expect them to be here at my house tomorrow, which is super great. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna go through and find the cheapest way to get your shirt to you. I need to see how much space is left in my Alaska bag. Some of you may opt to pick them up on board if you're going to Alaska. Hi, bud. And if we do that, you would get them from me on board. But I think it would be so cool if everybody kind of showed up in their shirt. Wouldn't that be neat? It would help us find each other. And for those of you who I haven't met in real life yet, it'll help. I will have shirts no matter what. But it helps me identify you as well if we haven't met in real life yet. Because let's be honest, our Facebook profile photos at this point in our life are like our best shots, not necessarily our everyday shot. I can't believe nobody's in here yet. That's really disappointing. So I went through all this work to go live, and it looks like I'm just gonna talk to myself. But that's okay. There will be emails coming out to the Alaska folks. I wanted to talk about t-shirts. I feel like there was something else for everybody, but just in case there wasn't, let's get started while Barry takes a little snooze over here. Again, if you're commenting in Facebook, it's not going to tell me. I am over here in the YouTube Live because Facebook Live is not being cooperative today, and I've already made you guys wait forever. So I also kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why you had to wait forever for this announcement. Oh, oh, oh. You had to wait forever for this announcement because I found something amazing, and I didn't want to tell you about it until Barry's gone. I didn't want to tell you guys about it until it was written in stone, because I've gotten myself in trouble that way in the past. So, so I got it written in stone, and then I was like, oh, I double checked it, and they're like, oh, there's an error here. Hi, Cheryl. And I'm like, crap, what's an error? Oh no. So I went back and I looked at it, and they had screwed up, and I had to start the whole process over. And after I do my big reveal, I'll tell you what happened there. It's totally dramatic. And I spent 6 of the last 24 hours on the phone with Norwegian Cruise Line over this. I'm tired. I need a glass of wine, but I'm so excited. So let's get into it. Here's what happened. I just went in to do a random reprice check because I got an alert that the price had dropped. Now, when we're as close to sailing as we are, and they've already sent out upgrade offers, when prices drop, we have limited options. Just so you guys know, this cruise, any future cruise, it's never an option to reprice you once you're in what's known as the penalty period. A penalty period is, if you were to cancel tomorrow, you would not get a full refund. You would maybe not get any refund. It's difficult. That's your penalty. So once you're in the penalty period, they really start to bottom out pricing to try and fill the ship. But when you have a good travel agent on your side and pricing drops, I call in and I raise Cain and I get stuff, because that's what I do. So I said it's a sweet day to be in the group, a sweet day. Get it? Do you have any hints? Does anybody have any ideas? Here's what's happening. If you were in a balcony yesterday, if you booked a balcony stateroom yesterday, well, if yesterday you were in a balcony stateroom because you booked a balcony, today you're in a mini suite. Compliments of me. So there won't be any refund coming back to you. It's not that kind of thing. The price on the balconies had dropped, but since they can't match that, what they do is they say the amount that you've already paid, we will upgrade you to the highest room that would not make you pay more under today's prices. So for any and every one of you in a balcony, that meant a mini suite. And this is super cool for a lot of reasons, actually. So most of you, okay, let me back up. See, I'm super excited. Most of you, and there's good news for interiors and views. So Cheryl, don't leave. There's stuff for you too in a minute. This is just the big one. Most of you, when we book you into the cheapest possible balcony on board, because balconies in Alaska are expensive, are they not? So we book you into the cheapest one, and that's a category B for balcony, D. And then the balconies go like BD, BC, BB, BA, B1, and B2, okay? So most of you were in what's known as a category BD. Well, you just went from and when you get into mini suites now, they have MB, MA, M1. And an M1 is like looking off the back of the boat, and those are like almost as expensive as suites. So yesterday, the majority of you went from BD to BC, BB, BA, MB, MA. So not only did you go from a balcony to a mini suite, but you booked the cheapest possible balcony we could get you, and you got the best possible mini suite we could get you before we're into suite pricing. So it's not just a category upgrade, it's a really big upgrade. And the best part is it doesn't cost you anything. And since we didn't have the option to reprice you down, it also doesn't take anything out of my commission. So you guys get more, and nothing is taken away from me, which typically, like 99% of the time when I reprice you and give you a lower price, it's because I'm giving up my commission. It's coming out of my pocket. So this is a rare opportunity where you get upgraded and get more stuff, and it doesn't cost me anything, which is a huge win. So to be able to move, I think we moved 15 balconies into mini suites yesterday. So to be able to move 15 people that big of a jump is like, my boss doesn't even know I've done this yet because it's so impressive. It's really rare to be able to do this. It's a major victory. Like, it's super cool. If you were in the industry, you'd be like, right now. So yeah, if you had a balcony, you're now in a mini suite. And the best part about it is, if you had a balcony before, no matter if it was on deck 8, deck 9, deck 10, deck 11, we were all over the place. We're all now, all of us are now on deck 11, which is exactly one deck below the pool. And all of us are also now midship. So you're right in the middle. The buffet and the pool is one deck above you. All the restaurants are a few decks below you. And no matter if you're going to the front of the ship or the back of the ship, you're right in the middle. So this is just like super awesome. And in addition to that, I was able to snag three sets of adjoining rooms. So I reached out yesterday to a couple of you that I thought would benefit from that. And those have already been assigned. They're not up for grabs. If you didn't hear from me, you didn't get one. So I was already in a room. They have certain rules on where I'm allowed to go. So I'm in an adjoining room now. I was in an adjoining room before. I still am. And Katie, you'll be next door to me. Jill, you and Debbie are in an adjoining suite situation. Yay. However, everybody else in the balcony mini suite situation is on this side of the ship. You guys are over here. So if you'd rather be over here with us, it's like literally you just walk around the corner. But if you'd rather be in that same corridor, you can't have an adjoining room. So think about it and let me know. I can let you know what other options are available. There are some side-by-side options, but I thought you might enjoy having that interior door. So Katie, you and me, Jill and Deb, and Rachel, Carly, Chelsea, and Eric, I joined you with your mom, since she has your kiddo in there. That way you'll be near your kiddo if needed. So you guys will now share an interior door too. So that's the big news. If you're just now getting here, I see there's more people here, but nobody has checked in yet. So I don't know what I have to repeat and what I don't. So please tell me if you're here so I know what you haven't heard if it pertains to you. Those are all of the people who used to be in balconies. Now, these are all my notes, guys, from the last 24 hours and straightening all this out. If you were in an interior or in an ocean view, the first bit of good news for you is that there are now 16 open balconies. So if you put in for a balcony upgrade, you are now like a lot more likely to get it, which is super exciting. And those rooms that are now open because of my balcony people upgrading to mini suites, they were all in really desirable locations and they're close together. So not only is your upgrade request more likely to come through for you, but you're more likely to wind up in one of those places that are vacated now, which means you'll be close to other group members just by the way this works, which is pretty cool. Cheryl, that is the next thing on my list to mention. Anybody who has already put in for an upgrade, what you should know is that you can cancel or change that request at any time. So the amount of money that you're bidding or the type of room that you're bidding for. So any of my people that were in balconies, if you already put in for a mini suite, I want you to cancel that. Like right away, cancel that, because if you get it, you'll be charged and you've already got it for free. So cancel that. And you'll also be moved rooms. So if you were in a balcony and you put in for a mini suite, cancel your bid. I'll put that in the email that I get sent out a little later. Cheryl, for you, you can go in if you want and cancel that suite bid and put in for a balcony bid for everybody now, because we will have several balconies like right in a row. So you're likely to wind up, because Cheryl has 3 cabins in her group, and it was kind of an issue of does she take the upgrade or not, because when you take the upgrade, who knows where everybody winds up. But I now know for a fact that there happen to be some balconies in a row on higher decks that we have vacated that are now going to be going into that pool for upgrade advantage. So if I were you, I might consider going that route. But Girlfriend, if you want a suite, you've earned it. You go for it. But you can always cancel or change or amend your upgrade request at any time. Okay, more good news for some, not all, of my interior and ocean view people. Okay. Some of you will be getting some extra onboard credit because of this. It was mostly, frankly, some of you booked deals in those interior and ocean view staterooms that were so darn good. Norwegian was like, no, you can't have anything else. We're not sure how you got this. Tell your people to say thank you and shut their mouth. They didn't say that exactly, but that was, like the undertone. So some people are getting nothing out of this. I tried and I can keep trying, but what you have is so darn good that it's not likely to get any better. Those people, Amber Briscoe, Karen Flickinger, Marina Flickinger, Constantine Efron, Bruce Branson, Cheryl Smith, Margaret Branson. Sorry, Cheryl. You guys all have pricing and perk packages that would make your overall value less if we were to do anything to your booking right now. So those bookings got left alone. Nothing has changed on them at all. But the fact, all of these other upgrades that I've been talking about, going to the mini suite, and the people I'm going to go over with some onboard credit here, all of those people, that's considered a one-time courtesy, so I can't make their deal any better. So if you haven't got anything yet, you are still eligible for me to find something for you over the next 2 months. People who will get something, Andrea Jacobson, we spoke yesterday. You had the option to move your deck. You had to go like down to the basement and take a porthole window, but they were going to give you $75 of onboard credit. I was able to talk them today into letting you keep the room that you have, which frankly is a much better deck, even if the view is obstructed, and giving you that $75 onboard credit. So your location will not move, but I will be sending you an amenity confirmation that showcases the new spending cash for you. Yay. Who else? Alex and Brittany Walker. You got a whopper, guys. You got $125 of onboard credit. Your stateroom isn't moving, but you're going to have a lot more cash to spend on board, which is amazing. Monica Jilka, you got onboard credit, except what's going in my brain and what's in my note are different amounts. So I'm not going to say anything here. I'll be sending you an amenity confirmation. My head has been spinning, guys. 6 hours out of the last 24 on hold trying to figure this out for you. So you got onboard credit, and that might be it. Sarah Menard, there was some question about yours. I think I have to call them back tomorrow, but you may be eligible for some onboard credit. It has to do with your booking code and how the cabin is fared. So that might be it. I think that's it. Lori Deppa, you were also in that maybe category. At first they told me yes, then they told me no, then they told me we've been in the account too much, so call back later. So you're in the maybe category. You guys will hear from me if I can get that confirmed. Other than that, I think that's it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the Facebook group. Are people in there? I see stuff happening. Nope. None of you are in here. I can't believe this. Everybody wanted these announcements, and now none of you are listening to me. What am I going to do with you? I'm going to go back over there, and one of the other things that I did while I was sitting on hold for 6 hours is I took a ship floor plan of each of the decks that has group members on it now, and I put little highlights around where all our rooms are so that you guys can kind of have a visual aid of how close together the whole group is, which is really awesome right now. I'm super excited to be able to tell you that we're all close together, which is going to make my life easier. It'll make my life easier, but it'll make your life easier as well. As you make friends within the group, you'll be able to find them more easily and keep in touch more easily. So that's the big news. If you had a balcony, you now have a mini suite for no additional cost. Some of you did not get the stateroom upgrade, but you did wind up with some onboard credit. A few of you were kind of in limbo. I need to follow up on you probably on Monday. It's a maybe situation. And a few of you are sitting so pretty that the cruise line kind of can't believe it. Takeaways, if you have put in for an upgrade, balcony to mini suite, I want you to cancel that right away. Right away. That's not something I can do for you. You need to be able to do that on your own. I think that's it. I think, almost 100 emails sitting in my queue because this has taken me so long to sort out for you guys. So I need to hop off here and get back to that. Since nobody's here to ask questions, I think there's like 5 people here and none of you are speaking, so I'm not sure you're really here. I think I went over everything. If you have questions, email me, message me. I'm gonna do my best to get caught up. And tonight I'm having a glass of wine because damn it, I've earned it. Thank you for being here. I'll be around. Bye.